Alrighty, welcome back everybody to the Rookzer0 drawing stream drawcast thing. I still need to figure out a name that works with this. Excuse me. Welcome. I gotta pop the chat out. I always forget to pop the chat out. I don't know why I do that. Let's see, I'm gonna jump into the live stream chat here. Today's a little bit of a weird day. I didn't get much sleep, so I'm kind of all over the place today. So we'll see what's going on. I don't have a lot of plans either. It's kind of snuck up on me. So I think probably gonna draw some trolls today because we talked about that this week. For all of those that are just joining, I'm in the Discord chat today, in the live stream chat, if you want to come hang out. Good morning, Helios. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, that's it. Today's going to be a laid-back one, I think. I think today is just for chillaxing and drawing trolls. Take a little time off. Relax from the day. Trolls are an interesting D&D race. I guess they're super iconic, but they're super iconic and different in like every single medium. Whereas like elves are pretty generally elves and dwarves are pretty dwarvish, but trolls are, man, they're all over the place. Maybe that's just the inherent trollness nature of them. Welcome, Not. Welcome to the voice chat. Howdy, howdy. Wyatt, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, there's a washing machine going in the background. We'll hopefully leave that going for a little bit. Oh boy, that's not how chins work. Even on trolls, I don't think that's how chins work. I'll have to figure that out. I'm a big fan of the World of Warcraft trolls. But once again, those are kind of very different than most other troll envisionments? That's not right. What's the word I'm looking for? The way visualizations. That's a good word. Yeah, it works. Like the old school trolls that lived under bridges. Envisioning. Envisioning, yeah, that might be a better way to do it. Yeah, I think envisioning. I think that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Yeah, so for me, you have chocolate. That makes it a good day. Chocolate makes it a good day. So, like, I'm not sure if trolls are people. I think trolls are pretty much always more fairy folk, fae in nature. Which I wonder if that's why they're more, like, not supposed to be people at all. So, like, as inhuman as possible. Well, just in general. Like, I'm trying to think of trolls in lore. And are trolls people, or are trolls... Because D&D, like, they go way off the wherever they are. The Greyhawk trolls are super scary. It's just like, I don't know what this is, but just like super frowny face. Actually, yeah, it would be interesting. I should look up the Scandinavian troll stuff. That would be a good starting point. Let's do that. Don't actually have ears, just mostly head here. This is such a weird troll picture. Yeah. Put that over there. Fey Giants. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Trolls of the Forgotten Realms. So it looks like the trolls of the new D&D stuff are basically very small foreheads. Kind of elongated, I suppose. Scandinavian trolls are super hairy, which both fascinates and disturbs me. Bri, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Thank you very much. Let's see. Due to my lack of sleep, I don't know if I have push-ups in me today. I can probably do some, but I'm gonna have to work that out after breakfast, I think. Let's do some of this. Ooh, that's a good one, Corvus. Norwegian trolls. Swedish troll. The Icelandic troll looks like a furbolg. That's pretty funny. Maybe that's where they went for it. Danish trolls, very small compared to others. Has horns. Eats humans. All right. I read big but not huge, and I read big butts, not huge. Not a big fan of jewelry. Don't like the sun. Doesn't have tails. Live in family groups. That's kind of cool. I like that. I remember seeing Troll Hunter. Is that what it was? The weird like documentary they made. That was interesting. That was a weird time in cinema history when everything had to be shaky cam. Which I'm not a big fan of. But I thought that was an interesting show. Interesting idea. Erg! The frozen rock trolls. Ooh, those look cool. John Bauer. That's a really cool picture. I like that. Forgotten Realms. The thing I think most is interesting about the D&D trolls is how small their ears are. Like even the Swedish troll picture we have here in the Discord has like those weird elongated ears. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. That picture Helios posted. It's, once again, like big weird long things. I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea for the ears. But yeah, we got big lips, big jaws. Yeah. Big old jaws. That's your 3D modeling coming. Better? Yeah. Let's go. Okay, that's good to hear. That's a good way to do it. Let's get some hair in here. You know, it's a Thursday. I think Thursdays are pretty weird. Thursdays, not bad weird, but like they always sneak up on me. It's garbage day. It's like not quite Friday yet. It's just Thursday. Thursdays never quite got it. So it's a strange Strange way to do the week. Well, that's just me. I'm sure other people enjoy Thursdays. Did I forget something? Were we supposed to do something today that I missed? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Let's get some of that. So this is interesting. I like this. The Forgotten Realms have like the big lips, the big pointy jaw, the big nose. Which once again, oh, one of them even has tusks. But that's not really like tusk. That's just like really big teeth. Oh, I totally closed the YouTube chat. There we go. Wyatt, welcome back. Sharp claws, healing trolls, basically Wolverine. That's an interesting way to look at it. I really like the regeneration. I think that's a cool thing to deal with. And sadly enough, like old school D&D, that was the end all be all. Oh crap! How do we defeat this thing if it keeps growing back? And I've always wondered how people dealt with that kind of mechanic for a game without just straight up telling their players. A lot of my players like already know a lot about monsters, so they'll kind of metagame stuff like that. Like, oh, we have to use fire, but like, should the player know how to do that, or should the player know how to do that versus the character knowing how to do that? I'm not sure where the information should lie. I'm a big fan of trying to figure that stuff out, but I'm not sure how to really sell it. Have to figure everything out. That's fair. Okay, so World of Warcraft does this too. They have a round head, and then like a big triangular jaw. Yeah. Let's do one of these. They do kind of look like Wolverine, don't they? With the shaggy hair and the sideburns. Today it's going to be laid back. Everyone relax. Drawing some trolls. Hey. There we go. I dig it. I dig it. I feel like the neck should be a little longer than it normally is. Super big mouths. That's all right. You know, I'm not in a big talkative mood today. Definitely in a half asleep kind of stupor today. So people being chill is chill. I was thinking about maybe I could get music in here somehow. Maybe have one day a week where it's just artwork and chill or something. Chill mode. Troll barbarians full of rage. The better to eat you with. I like it. That's a cool way to think about it. I'd also like the idea of like them turning to stone in the sunlight. I think that's pretty good. I think that's something that's not incorporated enough. Really make those like daylight spells actually viable. I like finding a way to have people take not non-traditional spells with them. But maybe daylight is a traditional spell. I don't know. I like taking it. Oh, see, now I drew all these hairlines without erasing the underlines first. That's bad. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. I need to look up trolls for D&D. Definitely want to make a video for them. I gotta start looking up the actual stats. I don't know if anybody's built out a homebrew for them yet. Let's take a look here. Troll monsters, D&D Beyond. Okay, let's see what we got here. Challenge rating 5 to be a level troll, huh? Melee weapon attack, multi-attack. 15 natural armor. That's pretty good. Dang it. I got the yawns. High strength, high con, low int, low wisdom, low charisma. Low charisma. See, their regeneration is 10 hit points a turn, though. That's crazy. The troll dies only if it starts its turn with 0 hit points and doesn't regenerate. There are bots that can play music. Sorry for not at Discord. Wouldn't let you erase it. Yeah, I was wondering, is it a bot for Discord, or is it a... Should I try to find something for YouTube? I was looking at some of like sound. That's not right. Spotify? Spotify has some streamer playlists, but I don't know. Is that something people would be interested in? Just that could actually be a really fun, a curated day where we just open up the drawing and then put some music on. Then again, the days where we have everybody draw, I think, are the most fun to talk about. Because everybody's just talking and drawing. Maybe Thursdays will become a laid-back day. Or maybe today's just going to be a laid-back day, and that's fine, too. But I do feel like Thursdays are... Today is Thursday, yeah. I hope today's Thursday. Maybe it's not. Corvus, welcome back. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Mr. Rex on YouTube. What they don't tell you about trolls. I will check that out. I typed that in and I got some song from the Troll movie. There it is. It's the second one. That's good. All right, I'll check that out later. Let's good stuff popping up in the art share. Trolls should have elephant tusks. Is that what you said? They have a variety. Yeah, that is. I drew these ones small. I could probably do a bigger one though, because I'm a big fan of the bigger tusk too. So it's kind of interesting. If you look, like the head has this nice slope to it with the nose, and then the tusks just kind of like meet it. All right, can you not hear me talking, or can you not hear the Discord? What's going on? Big old big tusks. I don't think anybody's talking today. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, your Discord might be exploded. That's really weird. Nope. See, that needs to curve up more. Also, I don't think anybody's talking today. It's just Not and I hanging out. Just doing the stuff. Not just can't shut up. Taking all the time. That doesn't turn out quite right. I did that a little wrong, I think. Oh, I was going to download the other program today. What was that called? Drawpile. Yeah, I was going to check out Drawpile, and I totally forgot. Maybe that'll be a tomorrow thing. Done with 3D for today. Is the 3D stuff just for your personal portfolio, or are you doing it for work? Gotcha. Very cool. I need to get back in Blender. I spent so long learning 3ds Max that Blender is just, it feels backwards a lot of the time. I haven't worked in mine in a long time. A long time. Oh boy. Need a mohawk on this one. Yeah, there we go. No troll here. Night Elf mohawk, yeah. Mr. T, there's no Night Elf mohawk. Those are really good commercials. Like, those are great ideas. Those be a little. Oh, I don't know. Was there an actual item you got for buying the game after those commercials? Okay. Did it turn everybody into one? Gotcha. That's funny. Hey, it's funny. Let's do that. Oh, tusks are hard to draw because they're weird curves and they're in a weird part of the screen. Oh, geez. Let's put it over here. Now I might be able to draw a proper tusk. I think they're connected to the lower, but I don't know if they move. Yeah, I gotta look this up too. I think they're on the lower. that's different. They are on the upper. How about that? On the males, they're on the upper, and on the females, they're on the lower. Oh, man. Troll beards. The trolls in Skyrim have 3 eyes? What? Skyrim trolls. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's a troll I haven't drawn before. Let's do that. Did you say so wise? Gotcha. One second. Garbage day. Dang it. I think I missed my garbage. That's a first. All right. Okay. Big trolls, third-eyed. Let's do this. Let's see how we can do one of these. They do kind of look like giant gorillas, but with 3 eyeballs. No Jones today? No Jonas? Oh, you got the Jones. Got it. Maybe Jonas joined in. Let's get some little... Okay, so they have... Ooh, they have just like solid black eyes. That's great. That's great. Kind of ears. You do have floppy, pointy ears, which is cool. And now, man, how they did this third eye is super weird. Because it's like an extra forehead on top of just the one eyeball. I feel like there might have been another way to do that, but... It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. That's cool, though. Okay, let's do that. Uneven amount of eyes. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I should check that out. I mean, most things in the animal kingdom are symmetrical because of how they grow. Most things are symmetrical or at least chiral. That would be a good thing to look into. All right, get on that. Yeah, let us know how that goes. Looking for uneven-eyed creatures. I think I made this thing way too long. It's got like a super long face. Okay. That's interesting. Of course it's a wasp. Bah! Skyrim. That actually looks a lot better. If we go this way, try to give him. Give him a little more meat, making him less gaunt. Also big yellow eyes. This looks like some kind of troll variation from Skyrim. This may not even be real. I found another picture that I thought I liked better. That looks like it's a Skyrim troll, but it's definitely different. It's a little different shape. It's got like weird pointy ears instead of the long ones. It's got fangs on the top instead of the bottom. That looks pretty cool, though. Lots of cool trolls. Lots of cool trolls out there. I don't believe so. Do World of Warcraft trolls have glowing eyes? The Zandalari trolls do, but the old ones do not. Yeah. And old school trolls. Super cool. So many different kinds of tusks. Tusks are pretty great. These ones are always like bananas, the ones that are like super, super curved. Like, do walrus have super curved tusks? I thought they just had straight down tusks. Okay. Watch me turn this three-eyed bug into a into a troll. Do some of that. Okay. Hells yeah! There we go. What kind of music would I play on this channel? That's an interesting question. I don't know what I would do if I did that. Just metal, nothing but metal. I need troll music today. What kind of music do bugbears listen to? I wonder if I can find that kind of stuff on Spotify. You know what they say? Is just make it yourself, and then you don't have to worry about it. Just have to start making my own music. Voodoo People, is that a song? Oh, by Prodigy. Man, I haven't listened to Prodigy in forever. That was that's a good that's a good one. Do they have 3 eyes? Yeah, apparently. That might have been a little late. Sorry about that, Wyatt. But yeah, the Skyrim trolls have 3 eyes, which is terrifying. Oh. Thank you, Wyatt. Sorry. Yes, they do have 3 eyes. Oh, man. I'm out of it today. I'm not here. I'm just not functioning. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Did it again. I forgot to erase the structure lines. Get those out of there. Get those out of there. Trollkin? What? Voice channel chat. That's awesome. Kobold Press has a race in one of their books called the Trollkin, which is half troll. That sounds terrifying, like being half troll. It's just one tusk on one side. Yeah, that's perfect. What were in the Dresden books, one of the characters is, I think, half troll, which is kind of interesting. Can't remember what they called her, though. They had a word for it. I don't remember now. Yeah, I'd be totally fine with... Oh, there's a picture of it. I'd be totally fine with doing maybe a half troll. Would be a fun way to balance it out. Because, like, the regeneration is just awesome. I love that idea. Stone skin, stone hide. That's kind of a cool idea. Oh boy, that is a whole bunch of stuff going on right there. I think, what was it? The Troll King from League of Legends. I think that was pretty cool concept. Took all the diseases from all the trolls, turned into like Deadpool. Has super regeneration, but is just messed up all the time. Couldn't find a good pick. Yeah, that's a weird pick. It's a half troll artificer. It's the glasses. I think the glasses just make anybody an artifactor. Yeah. So I'm still working on the recap video. I have a small list of the things I want to do for the next video, but I'm not actually sure which one I want to do. Yeah, kind of up in the air. Trolls with 3 eyes get advantage on sight checks. That'd be a fun way to do it. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Like, people always want to go for the extra limbs, but they never go for the extra eyes. Well, this one lets me see. Man, I'm excited for Baldur's Gate. That could be real cool. Are they going to put Minsk in it, though? That's the question. We got to get those hamsters back. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take some of the good stuff from all these different races here. We're going to make our own troll. I do want tusks. I do like a good tusk. I do like monstrous races. I think they're a little more interesting. I don't know if I actually muted that, or if you guys just heard me cough really loud. That was weird. Okay, good. No, I do like the monstrous races. I think people have more fun drawing monstrous races, so they generally turn out to be a little more unique. If your flavor of trolls is fake creatures, you can easily make some challenging part. Go for the eyes, boo. Yes. Yes. Go for the eyes. Not made that reference a minute ago, which is why I brought up Minsk, but super good. See, Ned, nobody ever wants a hamster familiar. It's a space hamster. What is it? Was it dwarf giant space hamster? Is that what Boo is? Or is he a miniature giant space hamster? Or is he just a real hamster pretending to be a space hamster? It's like the cat thing from Miss Marvel. What the hell did they call it? But yeah, you're not really sure if it's an actual cat or an actual space creature. So is Boo actually a giant space hamster? You know, Changeling, so many people playing Changelings. Lots of people playing Changelings. I'm not sure what to do about it. Miniature giant space hamster. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of my thing too. A lot of my players, we play humans and halflings and stuff a lot. Dragonborn. I've had a few Dragonborn, not too many though. Okay, I say that. I just said that. Most of my players play humans, but I think it's because we all really like the extra flexibility in Pathfinder, because you get an extra feat, and it's like, okay, I can really make this kind of unique by just a little extra customization. But then I also have players that are like, I want to be a horse. It's like, let's do it. Let's play that horse. So an actual horse, yeah. So I guess it's nope. We did make it an intelligent horse, but what we did, because I just let him roll stats. I was like, just roll your stats, and we'll say you're a horse. We'll give you like a +2 to Constitution, and that's it. The other thing you can do is you can just take like the stat block. Like most war horses, I think, are like level 3. Let me look. War horse. Pathfinder. Heavy war horse. 2d8, yeah. So they're basically level 2. So I gave them 2 levels of horse. You can take the stat block that they have instead of rolling, and then just start taking levels above that. So you start out at level 3, which works pretty well. Sorcerer horse. What was the last thing we did? We were playing D&D, and we found a nice combo of having the Dragonborn breathe fire on us to buff up our stuff. was arc. What the hell is it? I can't think of words today. D&D Warhorse gets 3d10 plus 3. I made one human character to date. I've made characters with D&D rules. Yeah, so a D&D Warhorse would start at level 3. And then you'd have to find a way to like augment the int by like magical means, or maybe they have like a bridle of intelligence plus 3. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Oh, the Dragonborn combos. Yeah. So like, I really like the idea that you can kind of not just build your character, but build a character that kind of combos well with other party members. So like the horse was really fun, and then one of the other characters was like a ranger. And so the horse would walk up and be like, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do." And they're like, "Who the hell are you talking? Are you talking to me? What's going on here? How's this horse talking?" And like freaked him out. And then you have like a buddy cop game. This is a fun way to do it. But yeah, being like a horse that is also a sorcerer would be really fun, because it would just be like, "And now cast magic." It's like, "You're a horse? I don't get it." Troll orc lizard man hybrid. Ooh, that sounds like a nightmare. Horseshoes of intelligent. Yeah. Yeah, I've wondered about that. You make a good point that you can't cast things with verbal components, but like, if you pick wizard, I think you start the game with being able to read and write magic. So can a horse? I mean, you honestly the words, you just can't pronounce them, right? Is pronunciation important, or is it just knowing the words? I mean, I guess a silent spell kind of cancels you from spells, regardless of whether or not you know the words. You'd have to take like silent spell as a meta magic. Because the fact that exists, that silent spell exists, means that it's possible. It's just a matter of learning how to do it. Which maybe that's the trade-off. You start with silent spell, but you just can't talk. Can never talk. I'm a horse, yo. You said walrus tusks earlier. Now that's what I'm doing. Walrus tusks are like rounded though, aren't they? I think they're kind of more rounded than spiky. Should we give them the third eye? Just give them Hey Bethesda, if you wanna hire me to draw trolls, I'm around. Just trolls. Walrus trolls. Rock trolls. Horse trolls. Oh man, Beta Ray Bill? Hell yeah. You guys know who Beta Ray Bill is? From Planet Hulk. Beta Ray Bill. He's a Corbinite. He's basically Superman, but horse people. Man, yeah, if you guys don't know who Beta Ray Bill is, check that out. He's the only other... Well, he's one of the... I guess I'm just going to say one of the few Marvel characters to wield Thor's hammer. It's not. But, like, that's the thing that always makes me think of it. He's got, like, a horse face. Oh, geez, no. The new stuff looks way different. Now he just looks like a alligator skull. Let me see if I can find a good. Here we go. This is a good one. Copy image. I'll put that in the Discord chat. Yeah, creepy horse monster. Super good. Beta Ray! Love it. I love it. The Corbinites are really weird too, because like, oh, there's a good one. This one is so freaky. Yeah, he's a super good guy. So the Corbinites were basically a race of aliens. That their planet was dying, I believe, And so they basically put everybody on their planet into stasis. And they're like, okay, we can't do anything, but we need somebody to be like our protector until we find a new planet to live on. So they basically used every technology they had. This is what it says in the comic books. They used all their technologies to make him the most advanced super creature in the world. And so he went from being like, hello, my name is Beta Ray Bill. I'm a dude looking like this, because that's what all the Corbinites look like, into this weird stretched-faced horse monstrosity. And they're like, yay, he's gonna save us. Yeah, and then Thor shows up, and because he's like super valiant and wants to protect his people, he basically is Thor, and so he was able to wield the hammer against these weird aliens that Thor was fighting. And so he gets his own hammer. Zeus. Odin makes him I think it's the axe, whatever they called the axe in Stormbreaker? That's not right. Yeah, it is Stormbreaker. Okay. Yeah, it is Storm. Thank you, Caleb. So yeah, I thought that was really cool in the Avenger movies. Or the Avenger movies. They had that nod that they gave him the axe. And then there was a picture of Beta Ray Bill on the Champion Tower where they were fighting. Yeah. I like Beta Ray Bill. He's pretty cool, weird monster dude. But super. I think David Hayter voiced him too in one of the shows, which that's always fun. I might have to look that up. Today apparently is just me Googling stuff and drawing things I like. Steve Blum. Champions Tower. Nope, I was wrong. I was thinking of Steve Blum. I totally didn't realize that was him. That's cool. Nice. Okay. Well, now we know. I'm now realizing a lot of people I thought was David Hayter is actually Steve Blum. I didn't realize this. So there's that. I gotta rethink a lot of my life now. Yeah. Oh well. Hey, you live and you learn things, right? Res elves. Troll, orc, wizard, lizard man. A troll, orc, wizard man hybrid. I'm a wizard troll. How would I turn this dude into a lizard folk? Maybe get rid of the nose. We could do this. We just turn Beta Ray Bill into a troll just by giving him tusks. Just like, meh. Look at me. Also, I'm a lizard. Give him some scales. That's not how scales work. Oh boy. There are elves with red hair. Red skin, though? I don't think so. Red hair. Red hair elves. 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 I think Beta Ray Bill with tusks is probably one of the most terrifying things I've ever done. This is scary. Copper-skinned wood elves. Copper-skinned wood elves. That sounds weird. Oh, yeah? I didn't know that. Well, that kind of makes sense if they're just outside all the time. Put on some sunscreen. Leave me alone. Things I should have done as a child. Wear more sunscreen. Yeah, things doing as an adult. Let's go out in the sun more. It's a good idea. Just remember to wear sunscreen. Beta Ray. Yeah, what is that even from? Like, I'm trying to find dark elves. Is that what we're looking up? I've seen a lot of red cloaked assassins, red orcs. Whole bunch of weird gender bending kill Jaden stuff. That's not what I wanted to see. Oh, internet. Why you do this to me? Sun elves. Sun elves look pretty good. Sun elves have red hair, but I don't think they have red skin. Sun elves. Nope. No, they're super pale. I've often wondered why people like doing so many race mixes, like half and halfsies. I wonder if it's something to do with just the stats, or if they just want to be unique. Trying to be unique with it. What are you drawing that looks like a space theme set? Also, what are you drawing? Looks like a space theme. I've been drawing trolls most of the day, and then I started drawing Beta Ray Bill. And then I started drawing a walrus troll. So we're just kind of doing a general troll dive today. Yeah, that's always been my thing, is like the half orcs and half like the trollkin. Like, trollkin's a cool idea, don't get me wrong, but like, just play a troll. Like, play a real troll. That would be really cool. I feel like a lot of the the race blending like that is, this sounds really bad. This sounds really bad, and it's not what I want to do. In D&D, having a half race, I feel like it's just trying to take the good from both instead of accepting everything that comes with being a troll. I think that's what I'm trying to get at before this sounds terrible. Because I like playing with the downsides of characters, especially like dark vision. I think dark vision and low light vision are just basically, well, we can't play a human because they don't have dark vision. It's like, no, just do it. Like, take those negatives. The negatives are what make them unique and amazing. Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. That makes sense. What was the? There was a College Humor thing that was like Captain Basic or something. It's okay to be basic. And people like things because they're good. You don't always have to be crazy. Try to be crazy unique. You can just enjoy the things that are good. Like, so. That being said, it's totally fine to make up your own races and try to mix things you like. I saw like a chart. Is there a new one up on D&D Beyond? Yeah, human fighter, absolutely. I think it should be like that though. I think that's a good thing because the human fighter is basically very accessible. I think why you should play a troll exactly. I think when I suggest things to people, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I want to be a druid." I'm like, oh, "You can do that, but there's like spells, lots of spell lists, and your beast shape can be really confusing." I feel like human fighter is very straightforward and kind of easy to grasp, which once again doesn't make it bad. Super fun, super good. Definitely do it if you like it. Yeah. Starting with a basic character and then really growing is a good way to look at it. I think that's a really solid way to look at D&D. Starting with a super complex character and backstory can get in the way of things sometimes. Yeah, there's no need to make it overly complicated though. Like you can be a half elf or a half orc and still make a simple character that's not gonna totally go overboard. But I think a lot of people also just like making their characters and trying to build those unique stories, which is that's its own thing, and I'm okay with that too. Don't get me wrong. I think all of this kind of homebrew is perfect. People should do it. But I like looking at kind of like the classic stuff too. I think that can be a lot of fun. What about dire trolls? Savage trolls? Ones that are smash the talkie folk kind of trolls. What are your thoughts on role-playing a less than intelligent troll? I think playing a less intelligent troll is the same as playing a less intelligent anything. Yeah. Like a Goliath is the same thing. I mean, it's really up to the players. I think troll in the dungeon. I think there's a lot of area for playing those kind of monstrous races, and people just don't really look at it because they're like, okay, I'm gonna play this super crazy demon monster troll with my hair on fire. I'd like to get an ale from the bar. It's like, I don't think that's gonna work, and I don't think they're gonna let you in the bar, and that's just kind of how you have to play the character. And so I also think there's chaotic stupid players. Which would just like, oh, I see human, I kill human. It's like, I don't think trolls would do that. I think trolls, especially if they know they're not in their comfort zone, would be cautious and be very wary of outsiders. And then, when someone starts talking smack, then they would smash the talkie troll, like this talkie people. Just, I think there's a big difference between playing a monster race and playing the monster. So as much as I think a lot of people have done that, where they just kind of try to be the monster troll. It's like you're an adventurer now, so you kind of have to act a little differently than the normal troll would, or something has pulled you to a different means than you normally would be, and they don't think about that. And it's the same thing with paladins. They just assume well, I'm a paladin, so everywhere I go I have to punish evil relentlessly. It's like, you don't. You are a person. You can make decisions for yourself and think about the situation before you just blindly smite everything. See, I'm once again I'm on the fence about how alignments should work anyways, so that's something I've talked about. Yeah. Yep. And that's really how I feel alignments should be looked, is more of oaths. Like, the law does not mean the same thing everywhere you go. So being lawful is really, really subjective. Yeah, thank you. That's the word. And so that's the thing I think people kind of get lost in. So like when I had the polar bear monk, my law was very much the law of nature. It's like, I'm not gonna get in the way of something eating something else because it's not my place. It's very much like they're being their nature thing, and unless they are directly affecting me, it's not something I should deal with. Kind of live and let live, but let things get eaten situation. And I tried to stick with that. Yep, and I tried to stick with that. And every time I started like interfering with things, my DM would get really like, no, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, you're right. No, you're right. That's not what a polar bear would do. Not what a polar bear would do. Yeah. And that's I've talked about that a little bit before too. Basically, if someone in the party, like, I'm going to be an evil character, I'm going to be a good character, it's like these two aren't going to be in the same party. They're just not. I mean, if you guys are okay with someone getting killed, okay, that's fine. That's going to happen. That's a thing. So if you really have to basically build your characters for your party, and if they don't fit, they don't fit. That's okay. It's like, if you want to keep playing this character, it's not meshing with this group, so you have to make a new character, or we have to start a new campaign where that character can be played, and everyone else is going to have to make characters for that. And I've done that a few times. We actually have, with my close group of friends, we have 3 different games going, just because there are different characters that work in different parties. And so we each decided to take... So I'm DMing 2 of them. We have a good campaign and an evil campaign. And the characters are in the same universe and co-mingling because they started out in the same group. And then one of them died, 2 of them branched off. And so we started new parties with each of those people because they couldn't coincide. Their goals were just too different. And now every now and again, like when we have big get-togethers, and the whole party can come together, we'll have like a crossover episode, which is really fun, where they have to like come together. We've done that 2 or 3 times. Those can be a lot of fun, but not all characters work in all parties. And then the other one, my players just couldn't make it work. And so someone else decided to start DMing for that party, and I got to play that one. So that was a fun way to do that, was to just kind of branch out. And that's really how I think D&D should be. There's a lot of, like, structure is really important. I have a lot of people, especially now, like, my Thursday game is canceled, and we can't seem to find the time. It's like, D&D can be casual. Like, as soon as the DM says, okay, I'm ready, I have things set up to play, the next time we're able to get together, let's play. Like, I think that makes the game a lot more relaxed and fun, but it doesn't work for everybody. So if you definitely are struggling, like your party's just not meshing well, maybe you gotta find a different party or different members. Maybe embrace the evil. Yeah. Ooh, that had to be rough. Is your first campaign having two evil characters in your party? Yeah, Sir Niblins are great. I need to do a video on Sir Niblins. Those are great. They're on the list. They are on my list because I do like them. So go ahead. I had a few friends that would be evil characters, but they wouldn't tell anybody. I could imagine that being really rough. I had a few friends that basically just like, instead of being the evil character that they were always doing something like the chaotic stupid character again, or the evil stupid character that's just like, let's just go rob everybody. It's like, what we're eating dinner. Why would you yeah, he would occasionally just steal something from the party if he really wanted it. Like, he'd see everybody with the loot, and then he would be like, oh, that's cool, yeah, and he would let the person take it, and then later he would just like try to hide it. And it's like, you can definitely try to do that. The party never figured it out. I mean, like, the players knew what he was doing, but the characters couldn't figure it out through rolling. And so one of the wizards start like, my stuff keeps disappearing, and so he started arcane marking all of his stuff. He's just like, no one's gonna steal my things. And eventually, at the end of the day, they were trying to escape from they were trying to save a princess, because that's just what was happening. Sorry, it's not great. I don't write like that anymore. They were all trying to escape from a tower that was collapsing, and he was supposed to hold the door just because that's where he was stationed. And he's like, looked at them all, and he just closed the door and walked away. We were like, what? No. And he was just like, that's it, I'm gonna run. And so that was the end of his character, because he's just like, I'm just gonna leave. I don't care. I think this is great. And he left. And that was a great end to that story. The best part about it was the party survived through some clever thinking, and like, they struggled and they did it, and they made it out of the dungeon. They're like, yay, we did it. Where's the princess? And then they all like stopped and like, oh no, we left her in the tower. And so it was this great realization that like someone betrayed them. They failed their quest, and now like one of the party members was just gone. It was like, that was really fun. And I think that's kind of where we ended that. It was just like a one shot anyways, but like it was really, really funny. To just have everything kind of fall apart like that at the end. So you can play evil characters without being like, let's burn down the orphanage. Why would we do that? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why that was a thing that popped up. Yeah. Having two people just backstab the whole party could be really bad. I did not ask how big the room was. I said I'd cast Fireball. It's my favorite D&D quote. Yep. That's lucky. Let's see if I can put a little horn here. There we go. That looks better. But yeah, evil campaigns can be a lot of fun. Can be a lot of fun. You just gotta play them right. Oh, I missed saying bye to Wyatt. That's no good. But the orphan attacked me first. The orphan attacked me first. You gotta rationalize it some way, I suppose. But yeah, there's a lot of little nuances that, especially, I mean, the biggest part is if you plan your campaign before you have your characters, and it's like, oh, you're gonna help the city. It's like, why would we do that? We don't care. It's like, good point. Get out of here. I'm gonna hire real adventurers. One time I had to kill our sick and dying. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. We had a magical infection run through our city. Got a little bit of an Arthas situation going on there. That's always rough. The Culling of Stratholme. They're all infected. The chaotic good wizard took them out quick and painless. Had to rationalize it with the cleric. See, I don't know. That's a tough situation, because like, you think it's the right thing to do, like your character thinks it's the right thing to do, but someone doesn't agree with you. Do you just not do it? Do you destroy the party in the situation of trying to make it happen? I definitely, as a DM, I don't want to make players. I don't like force them to go against their character's beliefs, but like challenging and making them think about that kind of stuff can be really fun. I have had a few people that like tried to play paladins and just went way too crazy with it, or clerics that like try to push their religion on everyone. Like, no, this is really good. It's like, it's not. I mean, it was a running gag, and now it's kind of offensive. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. maybe tone it down a bit. So there's definitely, I think that kind of conversation always has to go, especially when you're talking about alignments and morality in game, because it's like there's your morality as the player, and then there's your character's morality, and then there's like legitimate morality. Because really, I mean, if your character is like, yeah, I just want to murder people all the time, it's like, do we need to talk about this? Like, this is weird. Like, maybe this is bordering on the fantasy zone, and now it's just getting weird and creepy. So, like, yeah, exactly. And that could be it. I mean, like, there are a lot of people that have a lot like darker sense of humor than I do. So, I've played with a few people that are kind of beyond my scope of what I think is funny and what's appropriate. And so it is very much a matter of, you know, if someone goes beyond something that you're okay with, like, tell them. And it's just it's feeling out the party and knowing your friends, I guess. Rub. I have had players fall asleep at a table. I definitely have. You know, it's life. Life happens, man. Yeah. I've had a few people kind of fall asleep or just like, you know what, I'm not into this. I'm not having fun with this character, not having fun with this game. And a lot of people get like, oh no, we started. Your character has to be here. It's like, they don't. I mean, like, people can just leave. That's fine. Or, you know, I'm gonna miss a session because of, you know, life reasons. It's like, you know what, that's fine. Your character, we can definitely find a way to just have your character not be there, or, you know, just write it out of the story. That's fine. I like to let people be able to put their family and life and situation first before D&D. So my rules are always family, health, then D&D. Those are the rules. Mm-hmm. He's just trying out by Noel. It was an internal conflict. Good role. GM played it out well. It's just a game. Yeah. Shock Slight. That's Shocker's Light. Either way, yeah, it's good. It's good that your DM can kind of figure that stuff out. And as for people being, yeah, like, it's the end of the school year. D&D is really hard to focus on. Sometimes it's good, and a lot of people like the escape of it. We played through an entire semester during college, which was really nice. But then towards the end of the season, it was just like, I need to focus on stuff. I'm too stressed out right now to play D&D. And so it sucks that some people need it and some people can't deal with it, and that's okay. Like, and that's when like one shots are really good, or, you know. But yeah, if someone's not having fun with their character, I'm a big fan of just like, hey, you know what? Roll a new character next week. That's fine. Your character can either hang out at the tavern, or, maybe they just need some time away from the party to deal with some stuff. And I think there's a big push from like Critical Role, because their characters are so entwined with each other because they're friends and they've played forever, that people see that and be like, yeah, that's the kind of campaign we have to run. It's like, the characters in the campaign don't instantly have to be best friends. They can hate each other. Like, that's okay too. It's okay to not have to worry about that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think season 2 of Critical Role really got, they finally kind of got into the ability to just play the characters instead of it being like a personal game, which sounds weird, but I kind of like that. Like, I think some people get, this is not a critique, and this is not a bad thing, but some people get very, very attached to their characters. And while that's okay, some people don't. And like, a character is just, I'm playing a game. I want to try this out. I want to do these things, and I want to make this character great. But then when the character dies, it's like, oh, that sucks. Okay, I'm going to make a new one. Like, yeah, you have that feeling of loss and sadness for your character, but it's not the end of the game, and you can keep going. And that's really the important thing, is that the players are playing a game together. You're all friends. You're all hanging out. And the characters are just your avatars to do that. And so I think it's okay to be totally attached to your characters and want them to do well and survive, but don't let your avatar like destroy your friendship. That's really the thing. Like, you can't let it get so involved that your real world friendships are destroyed. Yeah. Sad days. Yep. But yeah. So yeah, I think D&D is great for those reasons. There is a Jonas. It's almost noon. There's no more drawing left. I am winding down on this. I'm running out of art steam. Running out of art steam. Stealing your friend's entire. That's cool. No, I'm glad. Welcome. How are you doing? Nice to see you today. Stealing your. Go for it. I did that this morning too. I woke up super early because I couldn't sleep, which is weird. And I was like, I'm just gonna watch some cartoons. And so I came out to my living room and I fell asleep on the couch for like an hour. And then all of a sudden it was 10 o'clock and I was like, oh crap. So it's just that kind of Thursday where no one can wake up on time. Shocker's Light says, stealing your friend's entire stock of healing potions or gold isn't a crime in real life. So that's the thing though. Like, when my friends, this is something that has happened before, and this is a good example of what I'm talking about. With the player that was stealing everybody's stuff, in game, the characters were all really frustrated and pissed off, but in real life, we were all laughing about it because it was so, he wasn't being sly or mean about it. He was just like, I'm going to steal that potion. And everyone's like, what? He's like, I'm going to steal that potion. I want it. I want to stay alive. I'm going to steal it. And so it became this joke in between us. We were all just kind of like ribbing him for like, oh, you want to take this nice dagger I have too? And it was really fun. It was really fun because we weren't being malicious about it. It was very much like, my character just wants to steal everything. And he's going to try to do that. And that became part of the game. And that was okay. Because we talked about it and we knew it was happening and it was fun. I think there are a lot of people that want to make really secretive. I've had a few players try to make really secretive characters. They're like, okay, this is the thing I'm going to do. I'm like, that's not going to be fun for everybody. Like, that's just going to make people mad. And like, it'll be fine. I'm like, I don't think it will. Like, let's pump the brakes a little bit and talk about it. So. Yeah. We're drawing Skyrim trolls today. And then, because I was doing a retrospective of trolls. So we got the Forgotten Realms. We got the Greyhawk troll. We got the WoW troll. And then we got a whole bunch of Skyrim trolls and then Beta Ray Bill. who's not a troll. I had another friend, which is really funny. A little anecdote. He wanted to play an orc that didn't like magic. And in Pathfinder, there's a there's a feat called, or maybe it's an orc trait. It's like skeptic, superstition. It might be superstitious, to where you can take, basically you get bonuses to resist magic, but you have to roll a will save every time, even if someone's like trying to heal you. You have to roll it. And we thought that was great, and we thought that was hilarious. And then it got to the point where he just wouldn't let people heal him, and and someone would be like, "Here's a healing potion," and he's like, "Thank you," and then he'd take it, and as soon as they looked away, he would just smash it on the ground. And we're like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I don't want it. Get away from me." It was really, really funny. It was really frustrating because we were just like, "You're going to die," and he's like, "I don't care." And so it's Orc of the Deck, yeah, is really good. And so I think we can do that because we've been friends forever. Years and years and years. And so we kind of know each other's humor. And so if you're playing a game with people that you don't really know, that's when talking is the most important, I think. Like, trying to find those boundaries without just, making a whole bunch of burning down orphanage jokes, which I'm not a big fan of. And I do quote it a lot because it is ridiculous and people keep talking about it. But I mean, if they're all evil warlocks, maybe that's what has to be done. But yeah. That is a fair point. You don't have to be evil to be a warlock. So I think if you're not, you're kind of a paladin. But there's a saying that I saw. Maybe it was a meme. I'm not sure. But the only difference between a warlock and a warlock and a paladin is like the difference between I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to misquote this. Hold on. Here we go. I typed in warlock paladin sugar daddy, not what I wanted. The only difference between a paladin and a warlock is one gets an employer and the other gets a sugar daddy. I'm not even in the Discord, the right Discord channel. I don't see that happening. I'm sorry, Helios. Let me take a look at that. What are you saying? I was here on time. Mutter. I'm having a hard time hearing you a little bit. Jonas, you're a little quiet. That could be what he's talking about. You were. You're better now, but it could be. Cindy at CR Spoilers at Kimchi Draws. That's what I was talking about. The only difference between a paladin and a warlock is one's got an employer and the other's got a sugar daddy. I think that's pretty true. Like, the warlock's just like, take this, go. And the paladin has to, like, talk to their... Maybe I have it backwards. Which one is which? They're very similar. But the paladins are very strict and have lots of rules. Either way, paladins and warlocks very similar. I feel like there's not incorrect. See, now you said let's just break all the rules and go kill everyone. Just go Oathbreaker and kill everyone. Once again, both of those could be warlocks or paladins. So let's see. Yep. That's what we're finding out. The warlock is just a... Yep. Paladins should just be running around using Eldritch Blast, except it would be like... I don't know, Smite. We could call it Smite. Let's do that. Smite should be a cantrip. That's what my argument is. Force damage. What is... Does Eldritch Blast doesn't it deal force damage? Or is it something different? Yeah, okay. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that argument before, people being worried that the warlock is too one tricky. But like rangers and fighters, I think are the same way, and that's kind of why I like warlock. I like warlock as a It's basically it is. It's a cantrip-based spellcaster, which I really dig. I really dig that idea. Because a lot of times with my warriors especially, it's like, okay, I'm really good at stabbing stuff, so I'm going to stab it 3 times. It's like, great. Warlock's turn. I'm going to Eldritch Blast it 3 times. Perfect. Like, I love that balance. Like, that feels good to me. Because then the warriors have all of their, like, combat maneuvers they can do, or they can pick up some spells. And the warlock has, like, very, very limited big spells, which I think is great. So I really like that balance. But I compare them closer to fighters than I do to like wizards because of that fact, and I kind of like that. I think warlock could also possibly be just like another archetype of fighter, and I think warlock is a good like multi-classer, like something to add into because of that. Because if you're like a level 5 fighter and then you get picked up by an evil deity or maybe a good deity, you can, and then grabbing a level in paladin or grabbing a level in warlock makes a lot of sense thematically for me. Like, that's how I really see they should be used. Being a full warlock feels like you should be like an acolyte of something, which yeah, choosing to become a caster I think is a good way to look at it. Because if you decide like I'm just going to be full warlock, really you should just be full cleric. Like, there should be a warlock cleric class, and I think there are some things like that, but yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, basically that's where we're stopping. You want to be a warlock? That's fine, but maybe sub warlock. Oh man, subclasses are such a cool idea. We were talking. Paragon classes are kind of the same thing, yeah. I think they turned it into mythic levels, didn't they? Basically, like, once you finish out a class, you can start taking things to augment it, which is kind of cool. But has fifth edition gotten any of the Pathfinder has oh no, I can't think of the words. Brain no good no more. Yeah. Prestige classes. So prestige classes are interesting because they are like once you. No, I had to Google it. My brain stopped. I could think of Dragon Disciple, but I couldn't think of what it was called. I think prestige classes are interesting because they're like blending of things into its own class, but at the same time, taking something in. Somewhere online, there's a way to do for Pathfinder in 3.5. There's a way to do subclasses, which is like for every 5 levels you get, you gain half of a different class. Just as like a secondary. So you could be like a level 10 fighter and a level 5 wizard, and that's kind of how you would build your Eldritch Knight. You gain the secondary class half as fast, and it's just. Wait, say that again. Arcane Archer, yeah, I think that is how that would go, and so. There you go. Well, I'm glad everyone could join today in the Discord chat. So thank you all for hanging out today. We are winding. That ear should not be like that. Why is that ear there? There we go. Yeah, I gotta not put that ear there. I gotta put that ear where it's supposed to go. But oh no, we're back into the Hillsbred quest. Oh man, I had a moment this weekend. I was like, Warcraft, and I was like, no Warcraft, don't do it. Let's draw trolls today. So I feel it. Warcraft adjacent. We'll just do some art. We'll get that out of our system, and we'll move on from there. Do you level up those weapons? You gotta level up those weapons. How do people feel about weapon proficiencies in D&D? I think a lot of the class giving you weapon proficiencies is. Yeah, I feel to me it would make more sense that like if you're a fighter, I guess you're supposed to already be well trained, but like having all martial proficiency seems a little strange to me. Like maybe you should pick one or two. Yeah, specializing in swords or something. I think that's interesting to me. There's a couple classes that let you like monks sometimes will let you pick a specific weapon or an exotic weapon, and I know like clerics usually your deity's weapon you're proficient with that, and I like that idea. But I always feel like there's a big usage of glaives and halberds, or not halberds. What's the other one? Lucerne hammers was a big one back in my day for Pathfinder. Everyone used the Lucerne hammer because you could just break people's armor. So every time you fought, it's just like, I'm going to hit them, and I'm going to break their armor. I'm going to hit them, I'm going to break their armor. It's like, I get it. You're overpowered. It's fine. Or trip weapons is the same thing. Maybe I just have some players that really like abusing those kind of weapons. But I feel like if you had to specialize, it would be a little more interesting. But yeah. Yep. Yeah, Sentinel with Reach is super powerful. Super, super powerful. And Eldritch smiting people with a pole arm. That sounds pretty great. Sentinel Warlock. No one gets past me. I'm gonna knock you prone and cover you in tentacles. That's how this is gonna work. Yep, bugbears with pole arms. That's the jam. What? Is that real? I gotta look that up. I'm looking it up. Because that's a bummer if it's true. But at the same time, like I could get behind that as a homebrew, just so you're not like I've had players that are large sized creatures with large sized weapons, and they're just like, I touch everything at all times, and it's like, okay. Okay, so what you're saying is, according to the book, according to Volo's guide, it's stated when you make a melee attack on your turn, your reach is 5 feet greater than normal. So that's interesting. Start with, you can see a similar phenomenon with extra attacks, which only activate on the character's turns. Okay, so that's an interesting way to look at it. I think that would be acceptable. I would probably let people not do that. Like, I'm fine with it. But it does say on your turn, you gain 5 foot of reach. They get a little bit of a lunge. I'm okay with that. So that's an interesting way to kind of balance it out. And see, if you just made yourself a large bugbear, then it wouldn't be an issue. Actually, shoot. That actually would double stack, because then if you're a large bugbear, you would have 15 feet of range with a glaive. Because you'd have 10 foot range, and then you would get 5 feet greater on your turn, which would be 15, and then the glaive would give you 5 more, which would be 20. You'd have to use a large size glaive, which isn't technically a D&D thing, I don't think. So you might get 25 feet, depending on how you looked at that. When I deal with that, what I normally do is if you're a large creature and you have a large weapon, it's giving you that reach because you're larger. That way, if like a medium-sized creature wants to use a larger weapon, I will tentatively give them the reach depending on what they're doing. Like if it's a great sword or like a large spear, I'll give them reach with it because it's like, yeah, that's great. But if you're using like a large one-handed axe, like that's not gonna give you reach. It's just big and heavy. Yeah. So there are different things around it, but yeah, books. I'm not drawing anymore. I think we're pretty. Thank you, Deep Funk. We're just like talking weird D&D shop, which is great. I love it. I think it is 12 o'clock. Probably gonna call it here. Thanks for it's high noon. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was a weird, slow day. Like I'm still super tired. I'm probably gonna go take a nap. but yeah, it was a good laid back day. Thanks for everybody hanging out and interacting. I appreciate all the conversation and discussion we had. And we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a free draw day, so I will open up the Aggie software to anyone in the Discord. So if you want to come draw with us, you're very welcome to. Yeah, we'll start that at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and we will try to have a good time with it. So until then, stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and we will catch you tomorrow.